Hello guys, Zaaif here, and today I will show you another skinning farm that can give you leathers worth about 60,000 gold in an hour of farming. That is a second video about outland leathers that you definitely should have on the auction house all the time. You can find link to the previous video in cards in right corner, and also in the description and in the comments under the video. I will show you how to farm Nether Dragonscales that are worth on average European server about 300 gold each. They are not really hard to get, and I will show you two spots on which you can farm them. To do this farm you don't have to be 120 level, so even if you don't have Battle for Azeroth, you still can farm them. They are also a material that you should have stockpiled before the Shadowlands hits. This video is split into a few sections, so you can skip to the part that is interesting for you. All the timestamps you can see right now on the screen. On the timeline of the video you also should see the chapters. But before we go into the video, as always I want to remind about the giveaway that is currently on the channel, and if you want to participate you can find more information about that on the bottom of the description. Also, if you would like to support the channel by buying your World of Warcraft game time or Shadowlands expansion through the link in the description, I would be very grateful for that. With that being said, let's go to the video. So guys, to this farm you will need to have outland skinning that you can obtain in the Shadrach city. To get there, the fastest way will be by using a teleport directly to the city that you can find in Portal Room in capital cities Stormwind and Orgrimmar. Then just fly over to the Skyer's tier, enter the main building, and there you have bookshelves that can teach you any of the Outlands professions. So just find the skinning one and learn it. So basically, leather workers use those scales to craft many different transmog pieces and sell them on the auction house for a profit. As those items they are crafting are very expensive, they do not mind spending few hundred gold per leather. There are 6 items that you can craft from those leathers and then sell on the auction house, and that's Earthen Nether Scale boots that require 24 scales and have the average value of 36, almost 37,000 gold. Living Dragonscale helm that requires 28 dragon scales and is worth about 41,000 gold. Then we have Nether Drake gloves that have the value of almost 60k and they require 24 scales. There is also Nether Drake helm, and to craft this one you need 28 scales and it is worth 61,000 gold on average. Sun Drenched scale gloves are worth 120,000 gold and they require 16 dragon scales to craft. And the last sellable items that you can craft from those scales is thick Nether scale breastplate, and this one requires 32 Nether Dragon scales and goes for 85,000 gold. So to craft all of those sellable transmog items you will need 152 leathers. Besides those items there are several bind on pickup items that are also crafted for transmog, but in pre-patch with the crafting scaling they may be actually pretty strong due to the amount of gem slots that they have. Some of those items have 3 gem slots, and on top of that, if you fill all of them, you will get some bonus stats. The first spot we are going to take a look on is on Outland, Netherstorm, and the place is called Celestial Reach. To get there, just fly over from the Shadrach city, and as you can see here, there are a lot of Nether Drakes and few Nether Dragons. All of them have 30% chance to drop one Nether Dragon scale when they are skinned. Those mobs also hyperspawn, so you will never run out of mobs to kill. If you kill the last one alive, the other one will spawn somewhere. If you already killed some mobs and you cannot find any mob here, check the path that is leading to the reach, because there are also several spawn points, and if you kill them here, those on the bottom will spawn again. So guys, to farm those scales, you just need to fly around the area and kill and skin all of the drakes. It is very simple farm. In an hour you should be able to skin about 600 mobs if you are a druid, because then you won't have to spend 1.5 seconds to mount up after every killed mob. On the other classes you might be killing 400 to 500 drakes. Also, don't forget to bring with you to this farm Dark on Fire water potion that will decrease the time you spend on skinning mobs from 1.5 seconds to half a second. And with you killing about 600 mobs, that potion will save you 10 minutes of skinning. You can buy it from the auction house for about 100 gold, and it lasts for an hour, so it is definitely worth the gold. Also, here is the macro that you can use, and it will help you target the mobs. It will target the closest Drake, and it will mark his location with this red circle on your minimap. You can also add here spellcast like /cast on fire, and then it will also cast a spell on this mob if you are in range, and not in the flight form. In 30 minutes of farming I was able to get 98 Nether Dragonscales, with a value of almost 30,000 gold. And besides that I got 144 not-hide leathers that are worth 1500 gold. But if you have leatherworking, you can craft from them heavy not-hide leathers, and then they will be worth on average 4 times more, so about 6000 gold. So after an hour you can expect to get 190 to 200 Nether Dragonscales and about 300 not-hide leathers that you can turn to 60 heavy not-hide leathers, and all of that will be worth on average about 70,000 gold. But guys, remember to check the prices of those items on your server, because they may be much cheaper than the average, but on the other hand they can be worth a lot more gold. If on your server are many people that are crafting those transmogs, the price will be definitely higher. Second location is also on Outland, but this time in Blade's Edge Mountains, on the southwest side of Death's Door. And here you have some lesser nether drakes, and they also drop nether Dragonscales when skinned. The downside of this spot is that those mobs do not hyperspawn. But on the northeast side of Death's Door you have other mobs, Scalewings Serpents, and they do drop leathers from the previous video, Wind Scales. So if you want to farm both of them, this spot can give you about 100 of each in an hour. That will be everything for the video, and if you have any questions, ask them in the comments or on my Discord server. You can also tweet at me. On the end, I'd like to thank all the members who support the channel at the moment. And that's Endo, Recto, Milek, XDBot, Flask and Hager. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it. And if you also would like to become a member, you can do that through the join button under the video. Thank you guys for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.